Okay, so I'm back over here in North Hollywood to get the Maverick going. I've actually done some work on it. I didn't film it, but the gas tank was completely disgusting, and I had to order a new one. It took about 2 or 3 weeks to get one, so that's kind of been the holdup on doing another video on this car is the fuel tank. So I've got a new fuel tank. I've got a new sending unit. I got the filler neck. I did the fuel pump on it. I got to purge the system, and the car actually should be ready to drive home hopefully today, if not tomorrow. I've actually got it registered, so I went to the DMV and spent my money, got tags on this thing, and it's got insurance. So the car is completely legal now. I just have to basically get it to where it's drivable to go back to Pasadena from North Hollywood. So we're going to go check this thing out, and hopefully we'll have this thing ready to go today. Okay, so this car, being a California car, actually has evap right here. Unfortunately, they don't reproduce the gas tank for the evap cars, so they do reproduce the tanks. I think they didn't start reproducing tanks for these until about a year ago. This 1970 tank is actually a one-year only tank. Only the 1970s used this tank, and so that's what I had to get. And then you actually have to replace, if you do one, you have to replace the filler neck and the rubber. Now the rubber is actually different on the California cars. You see it kind of flares out. On the 49 state tank, it's actually straight. It's actually the same one. If any of you guys have done like a late 60s Mustang or Cougar, it's the same piece. In fact, I ordered that part from a Mustang place. But this one's not reproduced. The one that flares bigger for the filler neck. Let me see if I get a closer shot there. If you see how it kind of flares out, that's not reproduced. So basically, my only option was to go with the 49 state tank. So that's what we're going to have to do. I'm hoping that the one of these gas caps works because on the evap system it shouldn't be vented, even though this thing's old and has old rubber. So I'll probably be okay. I'm sure one of the two gas caps will work. But basically, it's just like if you ever done one on an old Mustang. It's a bunch of bolts going around, and it pulls out. I'm going to have to siphon out the sludge and the garbage that's in that tank because this car was parked in '09, so it had the newer gas that just turns to junk and rust and varnish and all that within a couple of years. So I'm pretty sure this tank is completely toast. That's why I got a new one. All right, so I'm going to go in there, and I got to pull the filler neck as well because I got a new one of those for it. Okay, so I got the filler neck out, which was kind of a pain in the butt. You can see this piece better now. This is California only piece right here, not available. I was able to get it off without destroying it, so if I ever do have to reuse it, I can. This is like the California only filler neck, which goes all the way down into the tank. Let me see if I can get that. So this actually has like a seal. So basically, there's nothing, so it's sealed in there pretty good. The tank inside there is pretty bad. I can see it from here and I can smell it, which fortunately you can't smell it at home there. So now I've got to get all the old gas out of this tank so I can get it out, and I got to figure out how to disconnect that. So we'll get there. Okay, so here's my incredibly lame siphon pump. But I got the hose going there, so when I move it, old gas comes up, pumps in the tank. I don't have to get a mouthful of gas. So basically, it's just a little cheap siphon pump I got off of Amazon. I think it was like 12 bucks, hooked up to a battery pack, and it'll pump the gas right into that can. So, because basically I need this tank to be as light as possible when I go to lift it out. So there's your trick for the day. Okay, so I got the old gas tank out, and you can see the new one. If you look at the filler necks on the California tank, it's actually bigger than that one. They don't make this tank, so I literally can't put it back on, but it's a pre-smog car, so it doesn't matter. But it's got this here for the evap, and that's just sort of blocked off, which there's nothing I can do about it. Fortunately, I did buy this tank because it's got holes in it, which became quite apparent when I took it off. As gas started rushing out of those holes. So this tank is complete garbage. It can't even be fixed. But I did buy this new one, and these things are not cheap because there's only one company that makes it, and I think they know they're the only ones that have it. And I got it. I even got a new sending unit, so the fuel gauge should work when I put this in. And you have to buy the filler neck, which I'll show you in a minute. The filler necks are different between the California and the 49th state cars. So if you have a California car, you need to buy a new filler neck. And I had to get the rubber hose from a Mustang place. It doesn't come with it. They don't sell it, so you have to get it from somewhere else. And there's also a cork gasket that goes where the filler neck attaches to the back of the car, which I got from a Mustang place. Okay, so I'm going to show the difference between the filler necks. This is actually the original filler neck that was on the car. As you can see, it's quite a bit longer than that one. It's not going to work with the new tank. This is the new rubber piece I got. These are late 60s Mustang, so that's what they're listed as, but they work because I did this on the other Maverick I had. And if you look at the one that was on the car, you can see how different they are. And actually, this one's still usable, so I'm going to hang on in case somebody actually does need that. I have it, or if they ever start reproducing the correct tanks for this car. There is the gasket. It basically goes on the filler neck right here where it meets to the body. So I've got all the pieces. I just got to put this back together, and we should be in business. Okay, so I went ahead and put the gas tank in. I put the mat back over. This is just the original floor mat. So it kind of makes it look like the rest of the trunk. Here's the Maverick cap. It actually fits on there. I have a feeling this is off of the non-California one because it actually goes on perfect. And it actually did not go on very well on the other tank. So we're just going to take a risk on it. I'll have to check the other cap at some point as well. So that is in there. It's got new lines. I flushed the lines so there's no junk in it anymore because that tank was pretty nasty. I got a new lines up here, new fuel filter. Everything looks clear. New fuel pump. New fuel line going to the car, but it sounds pretty good. So I think probably in the morning because it is kind of hot today. I'm going to try to drive it back to North Hollywood. From North Hollywood to Pasadena. I'm going to try to do it in the morning when it's a little bit cooler. But it seems to be running okay. So it's revving. So I'm going to go throw the air cleaner back on. And now I've got 4 good tires that are up. And hopefully we will have no problem getting this guy back to Pasadena. Okay, so I'm driving the Maverick. The speedometer does not work, so dashed my hopes of this car actually having 86,000 original miles. Fuel gauge kind of came up, so I'm guessing it's because I didn't put that much gas in it. Check the brake lights and turn signals, they work, but you have to hold the right signal up. But it's actually driving and it shifts. I put transmission fluid in it because it was a little low and put a little bit of Lucas transmission stuff in there. And hopefully this thing irons out. I also had to put some power steering fluid in it because it has been sitting a long time. But for now, it is basically almost back on the road. Okay, it's the next morning. It's actually Sunday morning, like really early. So I replaced the fuel tank in the Maverick. It's pretty much ready to go. I put some fluid in the transmission, topped off the power steering fluid, did an oil change on it. So since it's early morning, there's not many people on the road, I'm gonna try to get this car here from North Hollywood to Pasadena, which is like 15 or 20 miles. I'm just gonna take some surface roads because the tires are a little old. They're actually the tires from my other Maverick, which were way better than the ones that are actually on this car. So let's see if this guy makes it home, and if it doesn't, I've actually got AAA. I'm gonna see how this thing starts. It's Sunday morning. Give it some gas. Okay, the starter is going out on this thing. I think that might be why the guy actually thought it was. It doesn't sound too good. Yeah, I think the starter needs to be replaced in this car. Uh-oh. Okay, so we're going to try to get this thing started right now. Okay, so the car is started. It fired. It took a few tries on Sunday morning here, but it is going. And the fuel gauge actually came up, so we got a little bit more than a quarter tank since I put extra gas in it last night. And I got to let it warm up so the idle smooths out, and then we will be on our way. All right, so I'm driving through Burbank, and there's Bob's Big Boy. Oh, it's going to bleach out because it's filming out, but there it is, and we're in Burbank. So now okay, still in Burbank. This is actually Disney Studios. If you look at the sign there, it's actually got mouses on it. So we're going to go through the equestrian area, which unfortunately has a lot of stoplights, but it's very quiet, and that's exactly what I want on a nice Sunday morning drive in the Maverick. All right, so we are in Pasadena. We're going across the Colorado Street Bridge, which is on historic Route 66, and there's the Arroyo right there. So we're officially back in Pasadena. So officially the car did make it to Pasadena. I've got probably about another 5 or 10 minutes before I get to my house, and the car is running beautifully. Yeah, I'm not stopping, but there's the Gamble house over there, which was Doc Brown's mansion, and they use the garage also in Back to the Future. Okay, so the 70 Maverick made it back to Pasadena, made it back to my house without any issues. It's going to need some work before it's actually, I can take it on any real trips or anything like that. It does need a lot of probably little things that you expect on a car that's been sitting for that long. Definitely going to need some tires before I can even take it on the freeway, because those were old tires even when they were on the other car. So, but at least it made it home, so I got it out of the lot over there, which I had to clear because I think we have that place leased out. So I'll be definitely doing some more work on this as well as my other cars. So until next time, I'll be seeing you.